What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is yours truly, Fitz. I don't know if you guys saw this. This kind of went under the radar because of all the Pokemon Go Fest hype. I hope you guys did enjoy the Pokemon Go Fest video. If you haven't seen it, make sure you check it out. It's pretty cool. It kind of gives you guys the idea of what the experience is like. But nonetheless, let's go over this. You're reading that right. Niantic is suing the developers of PokeGo++, Ingress++, and Potter++. Now I'm going to give you some background, and we're going to read this article. Now I will link this article in the description, and this is usually a video I don't do, but we need to read this article, and I'll put in my inputs on the matter. But what these three, I guess you could say, companies, just what these three things are is how you can spoof in these games. You heard that right. This is about spoofers. And Niantic is finally suing the developers that made these hacks for Pokemon Go, for Ingress, and now what they're going to come out with, Harry Potter Wizards Unite. Niantic has had enough. It's always been going against their games ever since day one. And spoofers, you know that you've been treading a fine line, walking a fine line this entire time you were playing, so you should not be surprised. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say there are some legitimate reasons why you should spoof. If you live in a rural area, if you're hospitalized, if you're handicapped, that makes sense. But if you don't really fit any of these criterias or have a really good reason to spoof, then it doesn't make sense why you are. So here we go. Let's read into this. Let's get the gist of the situation. Niantic has filed a lawsuit against Global++, a group of developers that creates hacked, tweaked versions of popular AR games like Pokemon Go and Ingress. Hacked apps like PokeGo++ and Ingress++ gives users an unfair advantage. It is true. We can't argue this. While simultaneously infringing on Niantic's intellectual property rights, Niantic says in the lawsuit. So there you go. There's no arguing this so far. And already, Global++ official website has been removed. Global++ Discord servers have been deleted, and a message was shared on the Discord announcing. It says, "It is great sadness." See, these people they're not even from the United States or an English-speaking country. Now that doesn't mean anything, but this goes to show you that a game that was made in America, it has hacks and stuff from across the world. So just kind of putting things into perspective is all. It is with great sadness that we will be shutting down indefinitely in compliance with our legal obligations. It has been a fun ride with the entire community. We have made some unbelievable memories. We will hold close to our heart all those people that were able to introduce Pokemon to Pokemon to that for various reasons could not play the game. Do I even need to say anything? Come on. Take care all. Okay, so Global is calling the ++ versions of the game tweaked, while Niantic is calling them hacked. Completely different. Creating a basis for a lawsuit. The ++ versions include features like GPS manipulation, which honestly should only be used for military use. Military personnel do GPS manipulation for several reasons I'm not going to get into. But that's the main #1 reason why GPS manipulation exists in general, is due to military personnel reasons. Auto walking and sniping, all of which are against the game's terms of service and player conduct code. Alongside two alleged lead developers, the lawsuit names 20 unknown defendants, also alleged members of Global++, who couldn't be personally identified. Among other things, defendant schemes undermine the integrity of the game experience for legitimate players, diminishing enthusiasm of Niantic's game, and in some cases, driving players away from Niantic's games altogether. You guys probably have gotten angry for spoofers because of their advantages they get over you, and it drives you away from the game. I've had those situations happen many a times. Defendant schemes therefore damage Niantic's reputation and goodwill and interfere with Niantic's business, the lawsuit says. So I have people that are literally using this to spoof my community, and right now they still can spoof. We'll go over some of the questions and details after the article. So this should look familiar to you. Niantic is seeking a preliminary injunction in the lawsuit, which would force Global++ to immediately stop distributing tweaked versions of the app and to stop any work on reverse engineering the official code distributed by Niantic. So if they get caught again trying to come up with something that can get around what they currently did, they will get in serious trouble. guys. Like, probably, I don't know, prison time. Like, I don't know. I'm not really good at the legalities of things, but right here, they just said to stop disturbing tweaked versions and to stop any work on reverse engineering the official code distributed by Niantic, which also means reverse engineering something that they've already done to make it work again. Global Plus Plus has already developed a tweaked hacked version of Wizards Unite, Niantic's soon-to-be-released Harry Potter game. As per our own investigation, this seems to be true, as the Global is openly advertising Potter Plus on social media since May 10th. Niantic has expressed concern over Potter Plus Plus and the motion for preliminary injunction. Niantic files this motion on the eve of United States launch of Harry Potter, the culmination of a multi-year, multi-million-dollar investment by Niantic, the success of which is threatened by defendants' unlawful conduct. The lawsuit will take months and years to reach its conclusion, but if Niantic manages to get a preliminary injunction, Global would be forced to stop distributing its apps, essentially preventing any damage to Wizards Unite at launch. Real quick, let's just go ahead and go into some comments to see what people like you are saying. Cheats must not be tolerated in any other circumstance. If you're not ready to respect the original gameplay and the legal one, then you must be banned. Today it's a rainy day, I'm organized or accelerated, maybe I'll get wet. That is not an easy game. Cheat if you want to get wet, but you won't get wet, but please at least avoid the whining, because we legit players will be fooled if Niantic stops pursuing cheaters like you. So, here's something that a lot of people don't understand, that don't follow anything in maybe the gaming community as a whole. China goes after cheaters who sell hacked things, and they go to prison. I'm not kidding. They go to prison for a long time for selling hacks, that because a lot of these gaming companies have things in their contracts or in their legalities saying you cannot do this, you will get in trouble. And China takes it to the extreme. You go to prison because you're making money off something you're not supposed to be making money off in the first place. And therefore, the players don't really get hurt per se, but the people who make the hacks get in trouble, and then therefore the players can't use the hacks, and then I don't know what goes from there. But this stuff does happen. There are people who go to prison for this stuff. This is stuff that is never supposed to happen in the first place. People do it anyway because people do whatever the hell they want, and then they get in trouble for it. So there you go. So here we go. Don't you play Pokemon Go because you want to go catch Pokemon outside? That's the perk, isn't it? If I want to catch Pokemon while watching my favorite TV show in an air-conditioned room, I would play any of the core games instead. I mean, no disrespect to those who claim they are disabled and can't play outside, but can't you at least get a 3DS and play outside, or a Switch? Like, okay, that makes sense. I understand that argument. Then I also understand if you're disabled and you spoof, that makes sense too. It really does. It really does. I love how people defend spoofing apps. Imagine you create a product that makes you tons of money, but someone comes along, steals your design, changes one thing, makes a ton of money, and doesn't give you your fair share, which is illegal. How upset would you be? Global Plus did this exactly to Niantic. Okay, so here's a common misconception that a lot of people get who spoof in the spoofing community. Listen, Niantic makes plenty of money without you. People are buying raid passes that legit play. People are spending money in the game that legit play. Niantic got $1.2 billion from companies around the world at a profit sharing conference not too long ago. Niantic's getting plenty of money without you spoofers, okay? Guys, stop making that, because he says Niantic's making tons of money off spoofers. Guys, listen, they're making plenty of money even outside of the games that they're making. Like Wizards Unite, if there's going to be no spoofing, that's easily going to net them $500 million and probably within the next year. They're making plenty of money. They have plenty of partnerships. They're working on the AR game for Samsung. Samsung gave them a lot of money. Guys, Niantic's making plenty of money. They don't need any more. If spoofers are gone, per se, they have plenty of money, guys, okay? They are looking to bigger and better things. They've got the money. Honestly, they've got the money that they want from Pokemon Go. They've got the money they want. Now they're going on to bigger, better things while still updating Pokemon Go. But guys, they have plenty of money. So Niantic does not care if $5 million from spoofers every 3 weeks is gone when they're still getting $10 million from the legitimate players, okay? So, I want to hear that argument. So, there we go. Here's the gray area. So, let's just talk about this. When are spoofers, even in your community, or even if you spoof, when can you expect to not be able to do this anymore? It sounds like a year. It's coming to an end. So here's what I recommend for you right now. Start playing the game legitimately. Because stop and think for a second. If you've done nothing but spoof, and then you can't play anymore, and you're not going to go outside and play, you just wasted I don't know how much time and how much money for no reason. If you have no plans to go out and play this game in public without spoofing, you literally just got played. You're not gonna be able to play anymore then. You just wasted your time and your money. So I don't know because this game's gonna be going on for quite a few more years. So I stop spoofing now and start playing the game legitimately. That's all I can say. So I'm expecting a year probably is about how long you can wait until you can stop. It could be less. It could be less. So I literally advise you to start playing legitimately now. And you know what? This is a good thing even for you guys that spoof. That means there's going to be a lot more features coming to the game. I'm not kidding. There's going to be more things coming to Pokemon Go to make it better. What could it be? I'm not sure. But I wanted to get this article out here and talk about this. This is a very touchy subject. Guys, don't be rude in the comment section down below or anything, but let's talk about this. Let's turn, for you that spoof, a negative into a positive. Let's see what this could do for the game, and let's see what this could do moving forward. Just no negative comments. Everything in this article holds truth. There's no arguing over it. There's nothing that's false. It holds truth. Niantic has been trying to crack down on this, guys, for a very long time. It was something that was never going to just not be attacked from Niantic's side. Like, Niantic was always trying to go after this stuff. So it was only a matter of time, and you guys knew that. So I want to know what you guys, legitimate players too, think in the comment section down below. Let's get a discussion going. I will definitely love to hear your guys' opinions and thoughts. Smash the like button if you did enjoy the video, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Be a part of the Fitz City fam. That's who the boy Fitz City. I'm signing off. See you guys in the next Pokemon Go video.